Hello and welcome to part 2 of the Japan vlog. We're going to be taking a week to go around Japan to various places such as Kyoto, Osaka, Tokyo, and Kawaguchiko, just to name a few. I also included some interactions between me and Japanese natives, so hopefully you can get your immersion time in. So we started with renting a car out of Nagoya, and the office was in the basement, and so instead of driving up, towards the exit, I made a wrong turn and proceeded to drive 5 levels underground. It was only when we hit a dead end that I realized my mistake, and we had to hit a U-turn and awkwardly drive past the office. I actually made eye contact with the tenant that just lent me the car. All that aside, we did make it out safe, got the rest of the family together, and hit the road. And yes, so as an American, having everything flipped was very disorienting for me for like maybe 20 minutes, but once we made it out to the highway, it was actually pretty manageable and very nice. So for the first leg of the trip, we planned to do a 4-hour drive down from Nagoya all the way up to Kawaguchiko, and about halfway through, we found a nice little pit stop in Shizuoka. We came across this small parking lot with a nice little omiyage shop ran by an elderly woman. She was super duper sweet, and man, I have never seen so many tall trees in my life. The nature and scenery itself was already beautiful enough, but on top of that, there was also a set of stairs leading up to a nice little temple in the woods. I did realize we were starting to run behind just a little bit, so I did have to call our cottage and let them know we were going to be a few minutes late for our reservation.
ちょっと苦しそうなんですけれども、申し訳ないんですけど、はい、聞いてからどうしてますか？わざわざと本当にありがとうございます。申し訳ないんです。はい。はい。はい。そうします。ありがとうございます。はい。失礼します。I started bowing on the phone. Like
he's like, hey, call him.
That's literally he called them, put them on speaker, and gave me the phone.
So they're like, hello, and he's like, no, I called you. You let him know we're gonna be a little late.
Yeah, like 6:30 or 7. Don't. I've got my nomu yogurt. We got about another 2 hours of driving, and then we are there right next to Mount Fuji. We're gonna check out some gyukatsu and an onsen, so stay tuned for that. And no, I will not be filming the onsen. I'm sorry, guys. Stay tuned. We're gonna drink this. I'm highly lactose intolerant, so it's pedal to the metal. All right. Is this a one? Oh, I see Deguchi on the ground. Right, Jordan?
Yeah.
The kanji there?
Yeah.
So the remaining 1.5 hours of driving went by pretty fast, pretty smooth. There weren't too many other cars on the road, and I found that with the regions being so mountainous and hilly, we were going in and out of a lot of tunnels. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I absolutely love driving through tunnels, so that kept me giddy and awake for the rest of the drive. And of course, coming up on Mount Fuji, seeing that beautiful sight just as the sun was setting was absolutely amazing. So we did end up making it to our cottage on time, and they had a very cute little cat in their front office, and man, that thing's jaw is so strong. If you guys ever visit this cottage, be careful. This thing was gnawing at me. After unpacking for a little bit, we booked it over to the local gyukatsu restaurant, and oh my goodness, guys, if you've never had gyukatsu, or you have, and I'm sorry for the remix there. I'm not cutting that out. Just got so excited. The restaurant name's on screen now. If you're ever in the area, please try it. It's absolutely life-changing, and I promise you won't be disappointed. And if you are, give me your Venmo, and I will send you 2 cents. Dinner has been absolutely smashed. Table is clean. Mijin mo nai, right, Jordan?
No.
Heck yeah. Not a single atom. After having an obscene amount of food, even by American standards, we carried ourselves back to the cabin and knocked out pretty much immediately. Thanks to that, I was able to wake up super early, set up my new camera, and get this beautiful time-lapse of Mount Fuji. While this was going, we actually walked down to the lake, and I was able to get some Igaku reps in, of course. Gotta stay on the grind. Very beautiful scenery out here, but man, it was freaking cold. All right, it is like 9 a.m. We've got the washitsu, the tatami on the ground. We have the futon where my brother slept right here. Very Japanese. And there's a nice balcony out here. Let me show you. It's chilly. It's chilly. Yeah. And there's Mount Fuji. Pretty cool. Do a little bit of a view here. Pretty nice. So yeah, had a very nice view. All the clouds have kind of gone away for the day. There's our rental right there. I'm so scared of driving, but I think I'm getting used to it. And yeah, welcome to Nihon. Oh, we are good to go. These are really nice cabins. I highly recommend if anyone's ever here.
Any future travel plans to Kawaguchiko, Tozawa Center, Cottage, Tozawa Center Cottage. Very highly recommend. Wow, look at that view. It's like something straight out of an anime, guys. Where are the subtitles, am I right? Hello? Is this thing on? Just gonna load up here. This is a crab clawda, so I've been recording the POV for the drive. Man, I'm not gonna lie, I think it's like in the mid-30s now. It was like 32, 33 this morning. We got up at like 5:30 to go watch the sunrise. Man, it was worth it for that time lapse though. Front desk last night.
On our way to go check out some of the beautiful koyo in the area, we actually spotted this 10 yen iconic cheese pull food truck. And I will reiterate, I am highly lactose intolerant. If I even touch cheese, I will not be able to use the restroom for a week, but I won't let you guys down. So we will be stopping by here later. Just you wait. We also came across some really cool looking food trucks with some rather cursed food items.
Rainbow cheese dog? Holy moly. Dude, that looks evil.
I know.
Do you think it comes out like Play-Doh when you're done?
Still pretty cool and not super crowded. This place seems to pick up more in the evenings.
Takoyaki. Never get tired of the signs here in Japan. At least the English. Ji-chan to ba-chan no shokudo da yo. So grandfather and grandmother. Oh. That's really something. That's really something.
It was a little crowded, but definitely worth the visit. The maple leaves were just such a beautiful deep orange, and it actually felt like fall.
Say something like enlightening right now. In Japanese.
Jared-san wa oki desu.
What?
I think back in America, we were still waiting for it to get cold, even though it was technically December, which is kind of crazy. After checking out more of the scenery and getting our fill on the leaves, we actually came across a bunch of local, I guess, a flea market? Is that what is that called in Japanese? Jisho, help me out here. Hold on. Flea market. Get your ears ready because it is immersion time. You're about to see some interactions between me and Japanese natives. That's right. Some of the most perfect, most natural, most native Japanese you've ever heard, coupled with my Japanese. So, enjoy.
めっちゃいいんですね。全部は自分で手作りですか？
そうです。
へえ。
もう14年間行ったり来たり。
ああ、すごいですね。熱心的ですね。すごい。
日本に住んでる。
住んでないんです。旅行です。2週間ぐらいで。
ああ、本当。
そう、はいはいはい。
学校で日本語を習う素晴らしい日本語を話す。
いやまだ片言なんですけど。
めくとないです。
6年ぐらいで独学で勉強してるんですけど。
あ、そう。
名前は何ですか？
カズって言います。
カズです。よろしくお願いします。
あなたは何ておっしゃるんですか？
ジャレット。はい。
あ、珍しいですね。
あ、本当ですか？あ、すごいトランペット。どれぐらいかかりましたか？作りに。
これでね、4日間ぐらい。
4日間。
はい。ちょっと違いがあるでしょ？
そうですね。
はい。ワンモデルはもう一つしか作れないんです。
おお。
今ベーケーションで来てるんですか？
そうですね。弟は名古屋大学で留学生なので、そうやってるんですから。会える。そうですね。会いに来たんですね。弟は1年ぐらいで日本語を勉強してるんですけど。
あなたの方が絶対うまいよね。パーフェクトよ。
いや全然。
アメリカ人の訛りがない。私はとかってこういう発音する。
あ、そう。でも発音難しいですね、日本語。でも英語でも同じですね。
やっぱり同じですね。
そうですね。
でも日本語って本当世界で一番難しいぐらいの。
難しいんですけど、多分中国語の方が難しいかもね。
あ、そうかも。
日本語の漢字と中国語の漢字はちょっと違います。
そう。日本語はひらがな、カタカナ、目に漢字だから。
そうですね。そう、僕は常用漢字しか分かってないから、もっと人名用とかもっといっぱいあるんですね。
いやでもすごいな。
ちゃんと通じてますけど、まだ外人っぽいの日本語なんですけど。
確かにこう自分ではステップアップしたいなっていう気持ちはわかるんだけど、でも今のでもそこまで話せる人少ないですよ。
でカズは一番好きな作ったものは何ですか？
こっちですね。これこ
っちですか？ボンド。おお、はい。
コネクションです。
アメリカの。
これアメリカの。日本のお金できないからさ。これダイムかな？
ダイムですね。実は僕はアメリカからのチェンジは持ってるんですけど。よかったらニッケル。
ニッケルですね。
ニッケル。
懐かしいなこれは。クォーター
ダイムですね。
ダイムですね。
はい
ありがとう。
はい、こういうことを作って。
いただけるの？
本当に大丈夫です。
あ、本当ありがとうございます。
当たり前です。
いや嬉しい。作ります。
こういうのは見たことないんですけど、本当にすごい。
あ、そう。ありがとう。
じゃあまたね。ありがとうございます。
ありがとう。
はい、元気でね。
カメラレンズを近づけてみてください。
はい。
映ってるかな。
映ってます。よく撮れてます。すごい。
テレスコープはないテキサス。
まああるんですけど、めっちゃシンプルですね。こういうのは見たことないんですけど、大体の作り方は何ですか？それともなんか営業秘密ですか？ちょっと気になるんですけど。
オッケー全然中は全部ね鏡全部中は一緒角度が違うだけでそれによって見え方が違う。
俊介と美穂。
そう。
よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
今日は本当にありがとうございます。
いやこちらこそ
は
またお会いしましょう。
はいはい。バイバイ。ありがとうございます。自分で作ったこのお箸？
そう桜の箸。
お桜の。
どこの国でした？
アメリカのテキサス州。
テキサス。
はいカウボーイですね。そう。
I like blue grass.
Bluegrass, nice.
I have banjo.
Oh, you have a banjo. Wow. まあライブやってますか？
もちろん。いや下手くそよ。
いやーまたケンソン日本っぽいです
い
ね。
や本当に下手くそよ。
で宮部はこっちですか？白いシャツ。
そう。
あー、オッケー。本当にカントリーっぽいですね。驚きました。ありがとうございます。
ありがとう。
はい。じゃあ元気でね。
気をつけてありがとうございました。
気をつけます。
はい。
バイバイ。We are at what I assume to be Hachioko Jinja. First person to comment the reading onyomi and kunyomi and meaning of this kanji without looking it up. Proof included. I will sell you 2 cents. Actually, Venmo you 2 cents.
Lads and ladettes, the clock has been ticking. It's cheese an hour. So, without further ado, I present to you this legendary cheese pull. Pretty fun. Spoiler alert, I definitely felt that later, or didn't feel it, however, which way you want to interpret that. So we took one last look around at the Koyo. We also ordered Domino's pizza that night.
Tasty pizza. Pizza. Wow.
It was good though. It was good. I think we were a little homesick. So we ordered Domino's pizza for our last night. You know, had to go big, had to celebrate. Because why have one food item that has cheese in it when you could have more? You know, may as well double it. I was thinking maybe it cancels out. Spoiler alert, it did not. Case in point. But yeah, so we got up the next morning, said goodbye to Mount Fuji, and hit the road.
Bye, Mount Fuji.
We are now in the car and embarking out to Tokyo, but not before we stop at McDonald's. We're Americans. Of course, we have to go revisit our roots in the land of the rising sun.
Alright, we've left Mount Fuji. I mean, it's over there somewhere, but more importantly, McDonald's. Wow. Alright, you guys ready?
I haven't really opened it, but look.
Resounding yes fills the car.
More city.
Oh, look at all the gaijin.
Gaijin.
Wait, photobomb these guys.
Yeah. Dread.
Yeah, I was over there.
But we're on the other side of the world though. Red mean go, green mean stop.
What's Nene chicken?
Nene chicken. I actually don't know.
It literally took me 7 minutes to perfect my parking spot here, and I was so happy. And I got out and realized I literally was holding everyone in the hotel hostage. I backed in perfectly, but just in front of the sliding doors. Classic gaijin move.
Okay.
And there were people waiting to get out of the hotel, and they couldn't. My car was in the way. So I had to timidly get back in and move it, and it was fine. But oh my gosh, I'm literally over here reinforcing gaijin stereotypes. I felt so ashamed.
After tons and tons of driving. Oh man, 5 miles? It took us 50 minutes. Tokyo traffic is crazy, but we've made it.
Okay, obligatory shopping spree, of course, in Tokyo, of course, and yes, I'm so sorry, Japanese people, if you're watching this. Awkward. Of course, I have to drop by my beloved Ichiran. It's a very renowned ramen chain. You can either eat alone, or you can actually fold in the little divider so that you can talk to the people next to you.
どうも。ありがとうございます。はい。 Holy moly, that looks good.
いただきます。
I'm gonna take the hat off for this dude.
生まれる。
ごちそうさまでした。ありがとうございます。
Pretty cool. I love getting a ton of garlic and I love getting my noodles katame. I always love eating hard noodles. We got up bright and early to go check out Tsukiji Fish Market, and it was pretty cool. Lots of very nice people there, very fresh fish and food. It was a little more expensive than some of the other towns we went to because it's Tokyo, but still worth it for sure. I met this very chill father and son. They actually own a family-run business here, so I got to go into the restaurant and check out some of their food. So, Age-Outers, here's some more immersion.
Have you had breakfast?
おー、
寿司レストランなの。
そうですね。
食べないんですか？
もう歩きながら食べちゃったんですけれども、もしなんかライトなやつがあったら、
ありますよ。
はい。
これは人気ですよ。食べましょうよ。
食べようよ。
空いてますから席。休憩しましょうよ。
休憩。
Let's take a break ですよ。
Let's take a break 本当に英語うまいっすよ。本当に。
じゃあ同じことしか言えない。
簡単すぎるよお前。
同じことしか言えない。同じこれ食べてください。
食べます。よし。どこ行っちゃったかな。
ごめん。
ちょっと真横になっちゃったね。
合流した方がいい。合流した方がいい。お父さん。
じゃあしますね。戻ってきます。Yo, I'm gonna try some sushi over there. よかったら店内で撮影してもいいんですか？自分のこととか。ありがとうございます。はい、失礼します。
お飲み物はいかがですか？
じゃあ水でお願いします。
わさび入ってもらえるんです。
お願いします。どれがやってるんですか？
わさわせ。
50年？ああ。なるほど、さすがね、プロみたいですね。あ、いただきます。うまそう。はい、いただきます。どうぞいます。Let's do it。ごちそうさまでした。よかったら会計で。はい。ごちそうさまでした。めっちゃうまいです。では、みんな元気でね。
レポランチ、ユアランチ。なんだっけな、ポルトガル語。
頑張れ、頑張れ。
Please come back。あ、もういい。あれ、ついてないな。
ちなみに、お名前は何ですか？
ハマと言います。
ハマと
ハマ。MC ハマって言ったじゃないですか。
MC ハマ知ってます。
ハマ。
覚えやすくなりますね。はい。よろしくお願いします。
お願いします。あれ、
元気でね。
元気でね、お互い。
じゃあまたね。バイバイ。
楽しんでください。
あ、出します。いっぱいいっぱい。
I think this is my 5th time coming to Japan. I feel like every time I've gotten a little bit better at speaking, but it's such a different approach. Like, it's one thing to study alone, but to talk to people in real time, it's interesting. You don't get pauses, you don't get subtitles, which is why before coming here, I decided that I wanted to improve on my pronunciation, on my conversation skills through practice. And Ohanasi Kagawa, possibly one of the best language exchange platforms I've come across, reached out to me. They also offer a paid VIP service, which I was fortunate enough to try out. After making your profile, you can set things up like your preferences and hobbies in your bio. And on top of that, they also let you specify your level and your target language, as well as the desired speed you'd like your language partner to speak at. You can also go on your schedule and specify when you'd be free to do a language exchange. There's plenty of language partners to choose through the VIP service, and I found it really cool that there were people of all age ranges with all sorts of interests and hobbies. One thing I found that the VIP program does very well is they have a very structured and orderly approach. The first step being that if you find a language partner that looks promising, you would send them a request, and if they do connect, you find a time for a first-time meeting. It's nothing too heavy. It's 15 minutes of Japanese, 15 minutes of English, and I'll actually show you how one of mine went.
My name is Yuriko, and I work as a manga artist, and I just started working as a manga instructor.
So my name's Jared. I like to cook food at home. I like to study Japanese, if you couldn't tell. Since you're a mangaka, do you do just the drawing, or do you also write the stories?
I do both. Like, I create my own story and also drawing. Yeah.
Wow, okay. What are your like top 3 movies?
Pitch Perfect and
Oh, nice.
lately I watched Zootopia too, so
Oh, nice,
this
nice,
is my
nice.
favorite actually. Yeah. Switch to Japanese?
ぶつ捕まるんですけど、よろしくお願いします。ゆりこは1日何時間で日本英語を勉強されてるんですか？
私は今ドイツ語と英語を両方やってるので、合わせて朝2-3時間ぐらいかな。ジャレドさんは日本語勉強してて難しいところはありますか？
そうですね。まあ最初は漢字ですね。漢字。そうですね。最初はひらがなを勉強してやったっていう漢字が出ちゃって、でもその後はカタカナですね。カタカナは難しかった。でもやったカタカナできて、であとは重要漢字はあるんですね。 2002色漢字は残ってて、でそれはできてやったって思いきや、でも人名用漢字もあるんですね。全部覚えなくてもいいんですけれども、使われてるやつを覚えた方がいいんですね。そう綾瀬の綾とかそういう感じですね。
楽しかったです。いろいろお話できて。
いやいや、こちらこそめちゃくちゃ楽しかった。漫画家と一期一会ですね、話す相手としてもうすごく嬉しかった。
ありがとうございます。
こちらこそありがとうございます。Just a side note, they have a very cute little virtual cafe where you go down and sit at the table with your language partner. I thought that was kind of cool. After you're done with the language exchange, you and your language partner will receive a survey to review each other. And if according to the surveys, both you and your partner enjoyed the language exchange, then they'll become a permanent language partner and you'll be able to schedule regular meetings with them. I really do enjoy the structure and the safety that Ohanasi Kagawa provides, especially through their VIP program. It's priced at 5,000 yen a month or $32. And if you'd rather get a feel for the program and the platform before joining, you can always check out their weekly free language exchange events. So big thanks to Ohanasi Kagawa for sponsoring today's video. And one of the last stops we made in Tokyo was the official JOJO's merch pop-up store. Really cool. They even had a jinja or a shrine dedicated to Iggy the dog, and bro would actually print out different fortunes, and that was a main attraction for me, you know, aside from the typical anime merch. And they even had a gold arrow that you could touch. Yeah.
Anyways,
pretty cool. I also had the awesome chance to kick it back over dinner with Aaron, or Hypothetical Tiger. He shares some great tips about Japanese and documents his learning journey. Go check out his channel. And of course, Korth, the face of Migaku, the man himself. Overall, very great last night in Tokyo. Great way to tie things off before hitting the road over to Osaka.
Those signs mean
quiet area. So I think there's a lot of like buildings, houses around here. They don't want you to honk or rev your engine as much here.
So we kicked off our day trip to Osaka by heading over to Shitennoji. The architecture was super beautiful, and I did see a sign kind of talking about the history, I think, behind the temple, and I tried to read it, and here is my best effort.
しかもこのバラバラ配置は無理読めない。
They had a pretty promising looking Taiyaki stand outside of the temple, so decided to go over there and ask the locals what there is to do in Dotonbori.
こんにちは。カスタード2つでチョコ1つお願いします。
ありがとうございます。
よかったら撮影してもいいんですか？
どうぞ。
はい、ありがとうございます。実はね、この後道頓堀に行くんですけど、そっちに行かなきゃいけないところとかおすすめはありますか？
おすすめ道頓堀。
はい。
道頓堀行ったらおすすめのとこあります。道頓堀。
はい。
女の子。
え？
女の子。
女の子。
おすすめの。
いや、女の子って。ご飯ですね。ご飯ですか？
のがある。
いや、まあもうフィアンツいるなんですけど、いらないんです。
いらない。
いらない。
女の子。ソーリー。
いや。
日本語お上手ですね。
いや、まだ片言なんですけど、褒めてくれてありがとうございます。いや、そっちのハローっていう挨拶、発音めっちゃ流暢でびっくりした。本当に。
ありがとう。
そう、どれぐらい英語を勉強されてるんですか？
勉強してないです。
勉強してないの？
はい。
ただこっちで外国人との会話だけです。
もうここで。
これどれぐらいやってるんですか
？1週間です。
1週間。あ、なるほど。バイトとしてとか。
お手伝い。
お手伝い。あ、なるほど。お、家族のとか。
イエス。
お、ナイス。優しい。お、ナイスガイ。
ありがとう。日本語なんでそんなにうまいんですか？
独学で6年ぐらい勉強してるんですけど、日本の文化とか歴史はめっちゃ面白いと思って、いつか日本に住めばいいかなと思ってて、で自然的に日本語を話せるようになりたくて、もっと日本人っぽくなるって、
日本語うまい。
いやまた方なんですけど、もっと日本に生まれ育ちっていう感じになったらいいなと思って。
もう日本人です。
いや全然でもまだまだなんですけど、
普通の外国人いや
そう聞いて嬉しいなんですけど、まだまだ。
今は日本には住んでないんですか？
住んでないんです。
ドイツから来
た。アメリカのテキサス州。
みんなイケメンですね。
そう言われると嬉しいけど。はい、元気でね。ありがとうございます。よろしくお願いします。じゃあね。
First order of business was indeed not picking up girls. I'm not quite sure what that guy was on. So I went for the opposite. Actually, went for balls. That's right. I went for takoyaki, more specifically. Look at the flick of the wrist here. Look at how I'm just delicately seasoning these. Just like these seasoned takoyaki, I am a seasoned veteran of putting these in my mouth. takoyaki actually originated in Osaka in 1935. So if you do happen to be in Osaka or in Dotonbori, I highly recommend just strolling into literally any takoyaki store and giving it a try.
Bro, it is so crowded here. I have never seen so many people in one spot. That's beautiful.
Lots of people and lights as usual. Only thing I saw different was this beautiful Kodoku no Gurume billboard. And oh my gosh, guys, I might be the biggest solitary gourmet glazer you've ever met, but please check it out. It's a great show about food and loneliness. But yeah, check it out. That's pretty much it for our visit to Osaka. But next order of business was a day trip over to Kyoto, and we're going to take the Shinkansen. So of course, had to try the iconic Ekiben, and it was good. It was good. However, there was a, can I call it a yude tamago? I don't know, but there was a very softly boiled egg in there, and I underestimated either how strong I was, because let's be honest, I mean, with these forearms, I could probably break anything. But anyways, this egg exploded in my lap on a Shinkansen. It was so bad. It didn't get on the seats at all, but it did get on my pants and my shirt, which looked a little bit weird. I'm just glad that no one was sitting next to me. You can actually see on my face here the second the egg exploded all over me. So yeah, it was cool seeing the snow-covered kata inaka or inaka. Please someone comment the differences between those three down below. I'm terribly confused. So our first order of business was heading up over to Arashiyama Bamboo Forest, and this was awesome. We even spotted a few of those dudes who were tugging along some horse carriages, and dang, dude, these guys never skip leg day. I swear, their legs were bigger than my torso. It was absolutely mental.
Wow. This is so pretty.
It's pretty. Wow.
Everything is so green here. I love it.
Green.
Unfortunately, after getting to the bamboo forest, I had seen some stuff about this online, but actually seeing it in person made my blood absolutely boil. And that was people carving into the bamboo trees, carving their initials. When there's signs everywhere that say not to do it. I mean, if you just have a shred of common sense as a human being, you should know not to do this. I just wanted to touch on that really quick, because it really just, like, what the heck, man? It, like, really pissed me off. I don't know. After doing that, we went and hiked up to Kiyomizu-dera, went through a very nice, very beautiful cemetery, which is really nice. It was cool seeing the beautiful headstones and the offerings the family were leaving for their loved ones. So that was pretty nice. Getting to walk through the forest and enjoy the greenery on the way there was cool. And then all the leaves kind of like gradually turn into orange, reddish fall colors, which was very nice. Oh yeah, this also really bothered me is, I mean, this isn't as bad, I feel like, as carving into bamboo, but this foreigner was like literally tugging at some of the trees to get like the leaves in the perfect position behind her. I'm like, dude, there's beautiful nature, greenery, leaves, temples, architecture all around you. You do not have to move anything to be perfect in frame. Only thing you need to move is your body and how you position your phone. You do not be tugging at things.
Up ahead soon is the known staff of Benkei. I lifted it barely last year. We're gonna see if this year we can get it again. Anyway, so Spirit Benkei lifting this year, I think it was a bit easier this time, so I misspoke. It weighs 211 pounds and apparently belonged to a 6'7" Japanese warrior named Benkei.
Say it again.
I'm not saying it. Who actually used it as a walking stick, which is crazy. That means bro was holding it in one hand walking around. According to the internet, this guy was known for like being super just jacked and having like an impressive structure and just being really strong at the time. So I mean, it's kind of believable, but also dang.
And naturally, if you're visiting Kiyomizu-dera, then you gotta hop on down to Kiyomizu-zaka. It's a very popular street that leads up to the temple itself, lined with beautiful shops, people walking around in kimonos, and so much more. I think when it came to Kyoto, this was probably the most crowded part. I mean, it's quite iconic. You've probably seen pictures of it online. Next up, the thing I was looking forward to the most was Nishiki Market. I think I've been here 3 times so far. If you can't tell, I'm quite a big back. I like my food. I like to think I work it off, you know, by hitting the gym, getting my reps in. But man, Japan does something to man. You always hear that like, oh, like there's, you know, food's lighter in Japan. Like it's actually super easy to like lose weight. Well, for me, food there is cheaper and it's not as filling. So what do? I spend more money, I eat more calories, and I put on more pounds. It's bad. And you walk so much in Japan that you get even more hungry. So what do? You have to eat more. You have to eat more. You have to get heavier. You gotta get bigger. I'm on a cut, man. I gained 10 pounds this trip. Does that sound like a cut to you?
迷ってるんですけど、何がおすすめですか？
おすすめ。
はい。
おすすめはね。カレー。
あ、そうですか。
カレー美味しい。
じゃあ私もそうします。5分で。はい、お願いします。はい、ありがとうございます。
すっごい日本語うまいよね。
いや、すっごい片言なんですけど。
いや、めっちゃ。い
や、まあ埋めてくれてありがとうございますけど。
日本語うまいベストオブザイヤー。
ベストオブザイヤー。
住んでるの？
住んでないんですけど、2週間旅行やってるんです。
あ、すごいわ。でも独学でこんだけされたらすごいよね。
いやいやいや、一応だけ日常なら大丈夫ですけど。
かっこいい。
恥ずかしい。
いやいや、自慢していいと思う。どこの国ですか？
アメリカのテキサス。はい。海外行ったことありますか？
海外もアジアしか
ないんですか？いつかアメリカに行きたいんですか？
お金がない。
そう、お金大事ですね。
フロリダに行ったことあるかな。
あ、行ったことありますか？あ、フロリダ。
そう。
何のために？ディズニー。あ、すごいね。まあ日本のディズニーとフロリダのディズニーどっちの？
絶対フロリダ。
あ、OK。
Very big。
そう、very big。あ、そうですね。
食べてみて。
ありがとうございます。はい。店内のどこかに。
どこでもどうぞ。
ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。乾杯。
Yeah, okay.
Probably came out of oil.
ありがとうございます。ベラボール今上がった。ありがとうございます。
ありがとう。
お名前は？
ユウスケ。
ノブ。かっこいい名前ですね。僕はただのジェレッド。そう、めっちゃ。あ、もちろん。元気でね。
元気でね。
じゃあね、撮影してもいいですか？
あ、いいですよ。
あ、よし。OK です。じゃあ、どれがおすすめですか？
美味しいのはね、やっぱこれか。これですね。
うまそう、全部。シェフさんのおすすめなら、じゃあこれで11でお願いします。はい。Fell for the Kobe beef trap, but hopefully it's worth it. Guess we're about to find out.
Kobe beef? Oh yeah. Not gonna lie, bro. That's pretty good. Yeah?
Honestly, I don't know why I just thought of this, but I'll probably put together a list of like places I went to on this vlog, as well as my recommendations for each region. In case, I get a lot of comments, people saying that they're gonna travel soon and asking for ideas, so hopefully we'll put together a super doc for you guys, because man, I've seen and tasted things that I don't want to forget. Hopefully my documentation of that could be of use. But yeah, anyways, we're off to get some ice cream, so let's do it. Ooh.
And that marks the end of this vlog. You're gonna see me talking over footage of us heading to the airport on our last day, but there's not much to say there. It's just filled with me complaining about how the trip went by too quick and, oh, if we could only just push the return flight out by 1 more week.
Oh, this is so sad. These 2 weeks went by way too fast. Way too freaking fast.
But it is what it is. You know, life costs money. And your boy's got to get back to the States and start grinding on that corporate work life to pay the bills. Now, just reflecting on this trip overall real quick, I guess when it comes to language learning, I can definitely feel that I've improved since my last trip, which was, pretty much a year ago. And I felt more comfortable speaking, navigating, was able to even, pick up the rental car and sign documents in Japanese and talk with the attendants. Looking back on this now, even as I'm editing, I'm starting to realize I said that wrong, or there was a more natural way to say that, or I was really impolite there. And just the fact that I can kind of pick out the little mistakes I've made just a few months back is super motivating. So I'm looking forward to visiting Japan again, especially meeting up with fellow Japanese language learners. So shout out Aaron and Korf, you guys were super duper fun to hang out with, but looking forward to doing more stuff like that.
Okay, so we are finally home. It is 6:53 and I feel like it's 3 a.m. So, man, I'm lost between either just getting into bed and sleeping or just editing a video for 2 hours and then sleeping. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna get some shut-eye. I'm gonna see. Just a little
nap never hurt nobody. A little nap never hurt. I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. Keep grinding, keep learning, and travel to Japan someday if you want to. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Good night.